Hello students, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. In our last video we are done with exercise 11.3 problems. Now from today's session we will be going to start our exercise 11.4. As I said, the complete exercise have very important questions of essay type. So this is exercise 11.4 question number 1 that says that evaluate the following, which means you need to find out the value of this is first bit, this is second bit, this is third bit. All three expressions value you need to find out. See, you need to remember whenever you get to find the value of or evaluate the following, the answer you should get as some number. Okay, it should not have any trigonometric ratio. When it gives simplify, then you can get number as well as this trigonometric ratio. But whenever this evaluate is given, that time always you should get a number at the end of your answer. Okay. So now we will start with this first bit. First, this expression as it is we will copy, that is 1 plus tan theta plus secant theta into 1 plus cot theta minus cosecant theta. See students, as we need to find out value here, value of this expression over here, it is not even like similar to any of the trigonometric identity, so that we can change it as 1. Like if you were having secant square theta minus tan square theta, then you can replace it with 1. But here there is nothing like that. And in this expression, the trigonometric ratios are also different. So let us try to make them same on this part as well as in this part. Okay. Next, this one I will keep as it is. This tan theta can be written as sin theta by cos theta. In our second set of formulae, where we are doing trigonometric ratios of some specific angles, after getting the values of sin theta and cos theta, for writing tan theta we will do sin theta by cos theta, like 0 divided 1 by 1 0, 1 divided by 0 not defined, like that we used to write. So that is the reason tan theta is sin theta by cos theta we can replace. And secant theta also we will do in that by doing reciprocal of cos theta. So that is the reason 1 by cos theta. Secant theta I am replacing with 1 by cos theta. If you want, you can just go through the trigonometric ratios of specific angles table. Beside we have written for tan theta sin theta by cos theta, for secant theta 1 by cos theta. Okay. Similarly, when we go to this part, 1 plus cot theta is actually the reciprocal of tan theta. Cot theta is 1 by tan theta. So when I write tan theta as sin by cos, cot theta can be written as cos theta by sin theta. Cos theta by sin theta. Because tan theta and cot theta are the reciprocals of each other. So cos theta by sin theta minus cosecant theta is 1 by sin theta. In third set of formulae we have seen this, what do you say, one multiplicative inverses of trigonometric ratios. Therein we have seen cosecant theta is 1 by sin theta, that reciprocal. Now if you see, here also we are having sin and cos, here also we are having sin and cos. Okay. Here if there is nothing, what will be there? 1. Here also in denominator 1 will be there. Okay. So let us try to make them 1 first. There are two terms. Okay. There is positive sign in between them. So what we have to do? Numerator cross, denominators direct we have to do. So 1 into cos theta is cos theta plus sin theta into 1 is sin theta. Numerators cross you have done. So whole divided by denominators direct multiplication you have to do. 1 into cos theta is cos theta. Okay. This remains as it is 1 by cos theta. Same thing happens over here also. Numerators cross, denominators direct. 1 into sin theta is sin theta plus cos theta into 1 is cos theta, whole divided by 1 into sin theta is sin theta minus 1 by sin theta. Also we have learned that when the denominators are same, in this case denominators were different, so we have done numerator cross, denominators direct. But whenever the denominators are same, what we will do? We will take the LCM as it is cos theta and we will add them or subtract them. If it is positive, we will add them. If it is negative, we will subtract them. Okay. This is cos theta plus sin theta. Can I write it as sin theta plus cos theta? Because here the order is different. So that is the reason to make this and this order similar. I am writing it as sin theta plus cos theta plus this one. I have taken LCM of it. This I have written over here and plus 1 I have written. Instead of cos theta plus sin theta, I wrote sin theta plus cos theta so that it should matches with this part also. Okay. Otherwise, if you keep it this as it is, this can be written as cos theta plus sin theta, because in positive, when you are adding 2 plus 3 is also 5, 3 plus 2 is also 5. So the order makes no difference. Okay. So here, as it is, we will write, first of all, take the LCM, that is sin theta, then sin theta plus cos theta minus this one. Okay, we have taken LCM sin theta and then we have subtracted them both. Understand? Now, when you see this expression does not have any positive or negative sign in between them. They are in multiplication. So direct multiply we have to do. Numerator gets multiplied with numerator, denominator gets multiplied with denominator. Okay. So it is similar to a plus b into a minus b. Okay. This is completely same. This is completely same. So the complete expression we are taking as a. After that, here you are having plus, here you are having minus. And then this one is also same in both the terms. So this you are taking as b, that you are taking as b. Okay. You have one formula. Whenever you have a plus b into a minus b, that will become a square minus b square. Okay, students. So what we have to do here? This is here completely a. Okay. So in next step I will write a square, because this is like a plus b into a minus b. This is into, right? A plus b into a minus b will become a square minus b square. A means I have to write this one, sin theta plus cos theta whole square minus b square means 1 square I have to write. Okay. Whole divided by, they both gets multiplied with each other because they are single trigonometric ratios. So I can write it as cos theta into sin theta. Okay. Now, if you see this part again, it is like a plus b whole square. Remember the formula of a plus b whole square? Right. So a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Instead of a we are having sin theta, instead of b we are having cos theta over here, only in this expression. It is like a plus b whole square. So a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay. Whenever you are writing square, no, don't write sin theta square. You can write directly as sin square theta. Okay. Because if you write sin theta whole square, again that square comes inside, it will become sin square theta only. Understand? Whole divided by cos theta into sin theta as it is. Understand, students? Now, sin square theta plus cos square theta. We have learned already that sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. In trigonometric identities we have seen, first trigonometric identity says that sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1 plus 2 sin theta. Here minus 1 is also there. Because this is a plus b whole square, we have expanded, and then minus 1 square remains 1. Okay. So 1 plus 2 sin theta cos theta minus this 1 whole divided by, denominator remains as it is, cos theta into sin theta. Now what will happen? This minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. Here I will write that we have used one identity. Whenever we have sin square theta plus cos square theta, we can write it as 1. That we have done over here. Sin square theta plus cos square theta we have changed as 1. Okay. And then this minus 1 gets cancelled. What remains in the numerator? 2 sin theta cos theta divided by cos theta into sin theta. Okay. They are also in multiplication and they are also in multiplication. So this cos theta, this sin theta gets cancelled. Answer is 2. Okay, students. The value of this first expression we got as 2. I'll explain again, students. This is the first expression we have copied directly. When we have seen these ratios are different, so we try to make them same. Tan theta can be replaced as sin theta by cos theta. Secant theta can be written as 1 by cos theta as per ratio of trigonometric ratio of specific angles table. And then this cot theta is actually the reciprocal of tan. So this is sin theta by cos theta, that will be cos theta by sin theta. And cosecant theta is the reciprocal of the first trigonometric ratio, that is sin theta. So 1 by sin theta we have written. And then these two we are making as 1. The denominators are different, so numerators cross, denominators direct we did. We got this, and this we have written as it is. Here also numerators cross, denominators direct we did. We got this, and this directly we have written. Now the denominators are same in this part as well as in this part. So we have written the denominator as it is in both the parts, and then this I have written as sin theta plus cos theta, so that this should matches with this one. Here already sin theta plus cos theta was there. So I have written like this in the brackets, then plus, then 1, then minus, then 1. Now when I am treating these two things, it is becoming like a plus b into a minus b. So the formula is a square minus b square. I wrote a square minus b square, I wrote, divided by the denominators gets multiplied directly, that is cos theta into sin theta. Now it is again like one more identity, a plus b whole square. So it became a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, then minus, then 1 square is 1, whole divided by this denominator as it is goes on. Now sin square theta plus cos square theta is our first trigonometric identity, that is 1. So in place of this I wrote 1, then this plus 2 sin theta cos theta as it is, then this minus 1 is also as it is, denominator also as it is, plus 1 minus 1 got cancelled. 2 sin theta cos theta divided by cos theta sin theta. Cos theta sin theta from denominator numerator gets cancelled. Answer remains as 2. So the value of that expression is 2. Note down this one, then we will proceed for the remaining 2 bits. Now proceeding to bit number 2 and 3 of question number 1 of this exercise, students. Bit number 2, as it is expression we will copy. Sin theta plus cos theta whole square plus sin theta minus cos theta whole square. As we have learned just now, it is like a plus b whole square and it is like a minus b whole square. The formula of a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Just now we have done, okay? And this one, a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay, students, here we applied a plus b whole square, here we applied a minus b whole square. Now when you see the whole expression that we got over here after applying the identity, this is plus 2 sin theta cos theta, that is minus 2 sin theta cos theta. So this gets cancelled, becomes 0. Okay. Now sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, and this is also sin square plus cos square theta, which is 1. Here I will write the identity says that first identity sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. So this became 1 and this also became 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. The value of this expression is also 2. Now moving to bit number 3. Third bit is secant square theta minus 1 multiplied with cosecant square theta minus 1. Okay, students. So now this is related to second identity. Till now we have seen our first identity only. Now coming to this expression, this is related to second identity, this is related to third identity. Because this secant square theta, we have the identity right, secant square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. Okay, so this identity, using this, we want secant square theta minus 1 value, right? So what I will do, I will take this 1 this side transpose over here. This becomes secant square theta. If I take 1 this side, it will become minus 1. And this tan square theta after transposing changes to plus tan square theta. Okay, students, this is second identity. Now for this one I will use third identity. Third identity says that cosecant square theta minus cot square theta equals to 1. But I want the value of cosecant square theta minus 1, right? So this one I will take this side. Cosecant square theta minus 1, and this cot square theta I transpose here, it will become cot square theta. Understand? So this secant square theta can be replaced as tan square theta, and cosecant square theta minus 1 can be replaced as cot square theta. That only we will do over here. Secant square theta minus 1 I will write as tan square theta, and this cosecant square theta I will write as cot square theta. In our first question we have learned that these both are reciprocals of each other. So keep any one as it is and change the another one. So this I will write tan square theta as it is, and this I will change as 1 by cot square theta. Okay? Sorry, 1 by tan square theta it becomes. When we do the reciprocal, cot square theta becomes 1 by tan square theta. So this tan square theta gets cancelled. Answer is 1. Understand? Here I will write the multiplicative inverse category we are seeing over here. Cot theta is actually 1 by tan theta. This formula we have seen. If you have a square, then here also square we need to write cot square theta equals to 1 by tan square theta we have written. We have cancelled them both and we got the answer as 1. Remember students, tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta, as well as it is equal to 1 by cot theta also. Okay, sin theta by cos theta we have seen in specific angles table, wherein in multiplicative inverses category, that is the third set of formulae, we have seen that tan theta equals to 1 by cot also. Okay, if tan theta is 1 by cot, then cot theta is 1 by tan. Any one you can change. I kept the tan as it is. Cot I have changed to 1 by tan. These two I have cancelled. I got the expression value as 1. Note down this one. Then we will do question number 2 of this exercise. Now we are going to do question number 2 of this exercise. It says that show that cosecant theta minus cot theta whole square equals to 1 minus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta. LHS equals to RHS we need to prove. So we will take LHS, and using this we will try to get the RHS part. Okay. So first let us take this part, that is cosecant theta minus cot theta whole square. Okay. This is our LHS part. When we are trying to get RHS part, we want cos theta, wherein it is not there over here. So let us change these ratios. Okay, as we did in question number 1. This cosecant theta can be written as 1 by sin theta, because this is the reciprocal of the first one. So 1 by sin theta minus cot theta we have replaced over there as cos theta by sin theta. Okay, cos theta we got. Sin theta can also be replaced as cos theta. That is the reason we are changing into these ratios. That we will see how the sin theta can be replaced to cos theta. Okay. Now both the denominators are same, so LCM will be sin theta, and you can subtract the numerators, that is 1 minus cos theta. Whole square exists as it is, whole square. This square goes on. Okay. Now this square is there for numerator as well as for denominator. Understand students? So this I will do separately. 1 minus cos theta whole square I will write, and for the denominator I will write sin square theta. I have applied this square to numerator as well as to denominator. Now students, this 1 minus cos square theta I will keep as it is, 1 minus cos theta whole square divided by this sin square theta can be written as 1 minus cos square theta. Through our first trigonometric identity we have seen. First trigonometric identity is what? Sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1, right? So if I want the value of sin square theta, what I have to do? We have seen this. Okay. This plus cos square theta needs to be transposed over that side, 1 minus cos square theta. So using first identity, we are getting sin square theta can be replaced as 1 minus cos square theta. So in place of this, I have written this. Okay. Now this is 1 minus cos theta whole square. Again I will keep as it is. Can I write 1 as 1 square? Because it is 1 only. 1 square is 1 minus this is cos square theta. Now it is like one identity, a square minus b square. We have seen in first question. We were having over there a plus b into a minus b. Then we have converted into a square minus b square. Here it is the reverse process. A square minus B square you have. So it can be written as A plus B into A minus B. Understand? So I'll write over here identity first. A square minus B square if I have, I can write it as A plus B into A minus B. Okay. In first question we were having this part, we have written this one. But in this question we are having this part over here. A square minus B square we are having. And using this we are going to write this in next step. Okay. But if you see the numerator, it is like 1 minus cos theta whole square. So whole square means it is 2 times, right? We are not applying the identity. We are writing it twice. Like if you have 3 square, which means 3 into 3. So here also, as it is having a square, I will write it as 1 minus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta divided by, in denominator we are applying this identity, A plus B into A minus B. So A means I have to write 1, B means I have to write cos theta. So A plus B is nothing but 1 plus cos theta into B is this one, A minus B is 1 minus cos theta. From the numerator this 1 minus cos theta, denominator 1 minus cos theta gets cancelled as they are same. So what we got? 1 minus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta we got. 1 minus cos theta divided by 1 plus cos theta, which were our required RHS part. So at last I will write therefore cosecant theta minus cot theta whole square equals to 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta. Keep it in a box and write below hence proved, as we said to show that. Okay, that is the reason at last we have to write hence proved. Copy this one, then we will proceed for next question number 3. Okay. Now question number 3, students, very important as per examination point of view. So listen this question number 3 very carefully. Show that, this is also proving question, under root over 1 plus sin A by 1 minus sin A equals to secant A plus tan A. Using this LHS we need to get RHS. Okay. So firstly writing LHS as it is, that is 1 plus sin A divided by 1 minus sin A. Now if you see, students, LHS side we are having under root, whereas on RHS side you are not having under root. So our target is to remove this root. So to remove the root, the process is that rationalizing the denominator that you have learned in your 9th grade of chapter 1, long questions you have seen. So like that only here also we will rationalize the denominator. Rationalizing the denominator. What is the process of rationalizing the denominator? That we will see. Under root over 1 plus sin A divided by 1 minus sin A into, the process of rationalizing the denominator says that the numerator as well as the denominator should be multiplied with the expression whatever there in the denominator with the change in sign in between the terms. Okay. Like here you are having 1 minus sin A, right? So as you wrote rationalizing the denominator, this denominator you need to see as it is having 1 minus sin A. So this sign you need to change. So it will be 1 plus sin A. That with that expression you need to multiply numerator as well as denominator. Okay. So 1 plus sin A by 1 plus sin A. Suppose students, if you are having plus over here, so you should have multiplied 1 minus sin A by 1 minus sin A. Understand? So now under root over, these two are same, students, 1 plus sin A, 1 plus sin A. So this we can write as 1 plus sin A whole square. Just now we have done question number 2, right? So these steps are quite opposite to that one, because there you are having whole square, you wrote two times. Wherein here you are having 2 times, so you are multiplying and writing it as whole square. Okay. And in the denominator it is like A minus B into A plus B, which will become A square minus B square. Okay students, I will write here A minus B into A plus B got changed as A square minus b square. Okay, in the denominator, a minus b into a plus b changes to a square minus b square. Okay, this root is there for complete term. Don't write only to the numerator, it is there for complete term. Okay, now under root over 1 plus sine a whole square divided by 1 square is 1 and sine a whole square is sine square a. Okay students, in next step I will separate the square with both of them. Under root over 1 plus sine a whole square divided by under root over this 1 minus sine square a can be written as cos square a through our first identity. First identity is sine square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Okay students, so if I want 1 minus sine square a value, I will transpose this to this side. I will get cos square theta equals to 1 minus sine square theta. Understand? In previous question you are having cos square theta, you wrote sine square theta, you wrote 1 minus cos square theta. Wherein here you want the value of 1 minus sine square a. So what I did, I have written the identity as it is. Then I was trying to get 1 minus sine square a value. So I have transposed this sine square theta this side. I got 1 minus sine square theta which equals to, this remains over here as it is cos square theta that I have written in place of that. Okay, this square, this root gets cancelled, and here also this square and root gets cancelled. You cannot cancel this square and root because there are two terms over here. Okay, here whole square is there, that is the reason square and root gets cancelled, and this got replaced with cos square a. Now single ratio only, this square and root got cancelled. Now what we are having in numerator, 1 plus sine a upon cos a. This cos a is the denominator, which means it is LCM of both the numerators, right? So separating this cos a with both, 1 by cos a plus sine a by cos a. We have seen in multiplicative inverses ratios, 1 by cos a is secant a and sine a by cos a is tan a. This we have seen in that specific angles table. Okay, so at last we will write, therefore under root over 1 plus sine a upon 1 minus sine a equals to secant a plus tan a. Draw a box and write below, hence proved. Okay students, I will repeat it again. LHS we have taken, and then on RHS side we don't have any root, so that is the reason rationalizing the denominator, and the process is that you need to check the denominator, whatever sign is there, by changing that sign the same expression needs to be multiplied to the numerator as well as denominator. Here minus was there, so we wrote 1 plus sine a, 1 plus sine a, and we are multiplying numerator as well as denominator. Now since these are twice and in multiplication, so I wrote it as whole square, and in denominator it is like a minus b into a plus b, which will become a square minus b square. So I wrote 1 square minus sine a whole square. Now in next step, this numerator I wrote as it is, 1 square became 1 and this became sine square a when I applied square inside. Now I am separating the root with numerator as well as with denominator. This I wrote as it is again. See, numerator we are not doing any changes, in denominator only we are doing the changes. So now this 1 minus sine square a, I have written first identity and I want the value of 1 minus sine square a. So that is the reason here 1 is there. I have transposed this sine square theta this side. I got 1 minus sine square theta, which equals to cos square theta. So in place of this I wrote here cos square a, because here we are dealing in terms of a, not in terms of theta. So cos square I wrote, and square root gets cancelled. In numerator it remains 1 plus sine a, and denominator it remains cos a. So now this is 1 by cos a. I have separated this cos a with both the numerator terms, 1 by cos a plus sine a by cos a. 1 by cos a became secant a, and sine a by cos a can be written as tan a. So this equals to that, hence proved. Understand? This is very important question. You have to practice all the questions whatever we have learned in today's session, and also there is one example problem just before exercise 11.4 which is similar to this one. That also you once go through and try to do on your own. hopefully you will become perfect, and that will be very beneficial to face examination questions. Okay, so practice all the today's session problems. Hopefully we will continue with the remaining questions in our next video. Okay, till then, take care of yourself, stay learning. Thank you all of you.